Hello guys, welcome back to the multimedia channel. I hope that you're doing great. As always, I want to say a very big thank you to all of you who are already subscribed to the channel. If you're here to subscribe, please and please try and subscribe to stay up to date with the content I share on the channel. All right, so today there are quite a number of updates. Of course, I would start with that which concerns the coach of the Super Eagles. You remember that yesterday I spoke about the fact that the NFF appears to be too confused as to who to appoint the new coach of the Super Eagles. So it was as though they were listening to me yesterday. Much later yesterday after the video, the NFF announced that a new coach had emerged for the Super Eagles, and guess who it was? Finidi George is the new coach of the Super Eagles. Congratulations to him. So finally, we can now rest. We can now stop talking about the new coach for the Super Eagles. Yeah, so congratulations to Finidi George. And I know that many people didn't really like the idea that Finidi George was appointed the coach of the Super Eagles finally, because of course after that international friendly loss against Mali, I think a month ago or so, many people doubted his capacity to actually lead the Super Eagles, especially given the fact that we have the World Cup coming up. But I think he's been made the coach of the Super Eagles. What he needs now is 100% support. I mean, I just hope that the NFF would really give him the kind of support that he needs to really lead the players and the Super Eagles to the promised land. Yes, I think he's got the capacity. I think he's got the qualities. He just needs, support, the kind of backing. So if he understands that as the coach of the Super Eagles, that he has the full backing of the players and the management, I think he would do well. Yes, I think he would do well. Of course, I spoke about the fact that the NFF appeared to favor a foreign coach over a local coach. So it appears as though the supremacy of the Ministry of Sports or the Minister of Sports has actually come to play, because all the while he favored a local coach over a foreign coach. So congratulations to Finidi George. You recall that he served as the deputy while Joseph Pesero was in charge of the Super Eagles. So I believe that within that period, he already gained some kind of experience. So he knows what to do and what not to do to really, help the players achieve greater heights. So congratulations to him again. So moving forward, Super Falcons goalkeeper Nnadozie Chiamaka has won what is known as the French D1 Arkema Goalkeeper of the Year. Congratulations to her. She's been in an excellent form. Now, of course, she plays for Paris FC in France. She actually took to her Twitter, to her X account yesterday to announce their achievement. Additionally, she has also made the French Women's League team of the season. I mean, she's been outstanding, like I said, for the Super Falcons. She makes a lot of crazy saves. Yeah, so congratulations to her. And I think it appears as though one thing that God has really blessed us with is quality goalkeepers who know what they are doing. So you have Nwabali for the Super Eagles, and then you have Chiamaka for the Super Falcons. I mean, these two are great. They are very good in what they are doing. So I just hope that, I mean, very soon clubs in England would actually come for her, because she really deserves it. So congratulations to her. Moving forward, Ademola Lookman has continued his impressive performance, because of course he scored a stunner for his Atlanta side against Empoli. He has now scored a total of 9 goals in 27 appearances for Atlanta this season. Congratulations to him. I mean, Lookman is one player that I so much admire, because he's got the strength, he's got the dribbles, and of course, you remember that I told you guys that he has really attracted interest from EPL sites like West Ham, and I really wish him well. I wish, of course, he would come back to the Premier League, and he has himself spoken about the fact that he really loves the Premier League. That of course he would love to come back. So I'm wishing him well. Congratulations to him for, as he keeps scoring. Yeah, so far he's behind Victor Osimhen, who has 14 goals from 22 appearances. Terry Murphy, who has 11 goals from 26 appearances for his niece side. And then, of course, Boniface, who has scored a total of 11 goals from 20 appearances for his Bayern Leverkusen side this season. I'm talking of their various leagues, not their overall performance in the season. Yeah, so moving forward, Super Eagles striker Paul Onuachu finally marked his return from over 2 months injury layoff with a hat trick. He actually scored a hat trick and also assisted to actually help his Turkish side Trabzonspor, please pardon my pronunciation, to a 4-2 win over Gaziantep. Yeah, so Onuachu is another striker. It's just that, of course, oftentimes he doesn't really get enough time to play and, of course, to show the stuff that he's made of. But he's a wonderful striker. I just hope that he would get his time at the Super Eagles. So he just returned from over a 2 month injury and then he had a hat trick. Yeah, so available reports had it that he scored in the 50th, the 66th, and the 68th minute of that game before setting up the fourth goal in the win that, of course, helped his team to have a firm grip on third spot in their league. Now, moving on, and man, this one is the one that has really shaken tables. I mean, it's one that you don't want to miss. So, former Super Eagles coach Christian Chukwu has revealed that NFF still owes him salaries 19 years after. Come on, this is crazy. This is crazy. And this is the one thing that I think must be investigated. And whoever is responsible for owing this man should be made to pay. I mean, Christian Chukwu resides in Enugu, Southeast Nigeria, and he's struggling to survive, and of course he's come of age, and it's crazy that the NFF is still owing him 19 years after he really like served as coach of the Super Eagles. So there were quite a number of things he talked about in an interview that was held, I think, yesterday or so. Quite a number of revelations he made. So apart from the fact that he's being owed salaries, he also spoke about the fact that the NFF generally lacks respect for Nigerian coaches who are often even better than their foreign counterparts. That's according to him. So he said that in addition to paying them lesser, that's in addition to paying Nigerian coaches lesser when they are appointed, there's this culture of owing them months of salaries. And of course, he was not just referring to himself. He said that apart from him, there are other people, other Nigerian coaches who are, they are retired. Some of them have even died, and they are still being owed salaries by the NFF. It's unbecoming. And it should really be investigated. It should really be investigated because it doesn't make sense that people give you that their time, they dedicate their time to serving the country, and then they are abandoned at the end of the day. Yeah, so this is something the Nigerian government even should look into, and it's almost become a culture. So it's not just about those who have been coaches at one point or the other. Of course, we've had stories of players of who have played for the Super Eagles that have been abandoned and no one cares for them. It doesn't make sense. I mean, when they grow old, they deserve every care that they need as people who have served their country diligently. I don't think this is what is obtained in other countries. So he said that in Kenya and yeah, other countries where he has coached, that he was never owed salary. So why Nigeria, his home country? Because of course he didn't just work in Nigeria, he worked in quite a number of countries as a coach. So even Lebanon, yes, Lebanon. So the NFF should really look into this and make sure that Chukwu is paid his salaries, because it doesn't make sense. And there was something else he said. He actually accused Amaju Pinnick, former NFF president, of corruption. That's crazy. All of these things should really be investigated, because we need to get to that point where people are held responsible if they are found to be corrupt. Yeah. So he's advocating that local coaches should be paid as much as foreign coaches are paid, and that there is no reason why you would pay a foreign coach their salary on time, and then you owe a local coach simply because you're together, because you feel like you're in the same environment. It doesn't make sense. Yeah, so everybody should be treated as one, provided they have the capacity and provided you have brought them in to do job for you. You don't. There's no reason why you should owe them salaries. Yeah, so I just hope that this all of these things he has brought out will be investigated. So moving on, of course, Nigerians on social media trust Nigerians now. They've been really reacting and saying that he must be paid his dues, he must be paid his salaries. They are calling on the government to do something that it's a big revelation that shouldn't be swept under the carpet. Yeah, so moving on, former Nigerian international Mutiu Adepoju has actually listed out what he thinks the Super Eagles can do, of course, during the 2026 FIFA World Cup qualifiers, which comes up in June against South Africa. Now, among the things he pointed out is that the players must be committed to the game, right? Because, of course, he spoke about the fact that South Africa is a strong side. And if you remember the AFCON tournament, you actually recall that they were a very strong side. As a matter of fact, they give us headache. They were among the nations that actually gave the Super Eagles headache in that tournament. So he said that the players must be committed because, of course, it's a crucial match. It's a very crucial match. Any mistake made might be disastrous. So he also said that the fans must, as a matter of fact, support, troop out in mass to support the players because, of course, you know how strong the fans can be. You know the extent to which their support can really go in granting victory to a particular club. You know about the likes of Liverpool. When you're at Anfield, the whole noise can be confusing for the opponents because of course the players already understand their fans. Yeah, so he's called on fans to troop out in mass and support the Super Eagles, and also called on the players to show commitment because that is what they need to really trounce this South Africa side. Yeah, so as usual, I would want your comments. Share your thoughts on how impressive Chiamaka has been as a goalkeeper. Share your thoughts on the new coach, Finidi George. Were you surprised? Were you expecting it? And what are your hopes? What do you see him doing for the Super Eagles? Share your thoughts. Also talk about the revelations that Christian Chukwu has brought out. The fact that he has not been paid for over 19 years. It's crazy. What do you think? What does he really say about the NFF as a management body? Also talk about the fact that he said that the former NFF president, Pinnick, is corrupt. What do you have to say about all of this? So just share your thoughts on the comment section. Thank you very much as always for watching. Bye for now.